lifts her skirt up to her knees, walks through the garden rows with her bare feet laughing. I never learned to count my blessings, I choose instead to dwell in my disaster.
The power of words. In the first book, Genesis, chapter 1, verse 1, it says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was all over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness, and God called that light day, and the darkness He called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, and that was the first day." Let's look at that. It said, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. I mean, why did God have to say it? I believe He said it because words are vessels of power. You know, over and over again, the Bible is referred to as God's Word or God's power. You know, it also says in the Bible that Jesus is referred to as the Word.
Outside the rain is tapping on the leaves. To me it sounds like they're applauding us, the quiet love.
In the book of John chapter 1 verse 1 through 4, it says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning." And then it goes on to say in verse 14 that the Word became flesh and made His dwelling among us. In Proverbs 18:21 it says that death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Well, I looked my demons in the eyes, laid bare my chest, said, "Do your best and destroy me." You see,
In Ephesians chapter 4 verse 29 it says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may be beneficial to those who listen."
There's a lot of things that can kill a man.
You see, words have the power to build somebody up or to tear them down. It's the power of life and death.
There's a lot of things I don't understand, why so many people lie. It's the hurt I hide that fuels the fire inside.
I remember reading a particular story in the book of Mark where there's this torrential storm happening, and you know, Jesus' disciples are freaking out because they're afraid they're gonna die. They're fearful of their life, and Jesus is sleeping on the boat. They wake him up and they're looking at him like, "Master, why aren't you helping us?" And Jesus calmly gets up and he says in Mark 4:39, it says, "Then he arose and he rebuked the wind, and he said to the sea, 'Peace, be still.' And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm." You see, the wind and the sea obeyed the words of Jesus. They obeyed the power of His words. Another example is in the book of Matthew. There's a story about the centurion. He comes to Jesus for healing of one of his paralyzed servants, and Jesus says, I'll go. Like, I'm there. You want me to be there? I'll be there. But the centurion, knowing how great Jesus was, says, Lord, I'm not worthy that you should come under my roof, but only speak the word. My servant will be healed. So in Matthew 8:13 he says, go your way. As you have believed, so let it be done for you. And his servant was healed that same hour. You see, by proclaiming God's word over your life, by speaking God's word over your life, you're releasing that power in your life. By agreeing with God, you're releasing the power of God. By speaking those words become a reality.
So